Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we will dive into one of the most action-oriented part of GDPR, documentation and cooperation. Think of this lecture as learning how to prove you are compliant and how to behave when regulator comes knocking. Remember, GDPR is all about accountability and accountability lives or dies by documentation. So let's start with documentation under GDPR. It's like your compliance diary. It's record everything your data processing activities under Article 30 of GDPR actually mandates something called record of processing activities or ROPA for short. Because when our regular visit, they won't just ask, do you comply? They will say, show me your records. If you can show detailed up to date record, you will already halfway through your compliance check successfully. Now let's get into a very specific what do we need to document. The GDPR list key item that must be recorded. This include your processing purpose, type of data you handle, who you share it with, how long you keep it, and what security measures to protect it. But in practice, go beyond just the minimum. Add your data protection impact assessment (DPIA), breach logs, consent records, and your internal policies, all of which build your proof of compliances. So think of it this way: if someone were to audit your organization tomorrow, would you hand them a binder that say, "Here's everything we need to do with data, why we do it, and how we protect it"? That's the goal, right? Now, let's move it to the next slide. Who is responsible for keeping all this document up to date? The controller, the one who deciding how and why the data is processed and must maintain record for all its processing activities. And the processor also, such as cloud storage company or the HR software provider, must also maintain record of the processing its performance on behalf of the controller. And if there's a data protection officer in your organization or in any organization, their job include making sure that these documents remain accurate and up to date and audit readily. So let me share you some examples. So imagine a company A regularly updates its record, every process, every system, every risk assessment. When the data protection authority visit, they will show everything clearly documented. So they pass the audit with appreciation. So there also a company B on the other hand say they comply but they can't prove it. No logs, no policy, no process recording. They end up fired, not for wrongdoing but for the failure to demonstrate compliances. So remember this golden rule: no documentation is equal to no compliances. Now that we have mastered documentation, let's move to the second part: cooperation with supervisory authorities. Under Article 31 and 58, both controller and processor have a duty to cooperate with regulators, meaning they must respond, assist, and provide all necessary information when requested. So this include giving access to your record, explaining your policies, and reporting any personal data breach within 72 hours. Remember that key regulators are not just your enemies; they are watchdog, ensuring everyone plays fair. No cooperation is not just a bad luck, it can double your penalties. So here you can make cooperation smooth and stress-free. First, build a positive and respectful relation with your National Data Protective Authority. They appreciate responsive and transparency. Create a regular response kit. Train your team. Only authorized people, usually the DP or a compliance head, should communicate with the regulator. And finally, be transparent and fact. So here is a great story. A small tech startup in Spain had a data breach affecting only 200 users. They did not panic. They immediately informed the data protection authority within 24 hours and shared all their logs, explained the cause transparently. The authority found no deliberate negligence and decided not to fine them. Instead, they issue recommendation for improvement. This example show how cooperation can transform a potential crisis into a credibility win. So let's quickly recap what we wrap up. Documentation is your proof. It show how you comply, and cooperation is your behavior. It show why you can be trusted. When both are strong, your accountability foundation become rock solid. You are not just complaint, you are credible. So as you see, GDPR is not about creating fear, it's about creating system that protect both people and organization. Document well, cooperate wisely, and you will never have to fear a regulator's call. So this is it. Thank you and see you in the next video.